Isn't it lovely to unwind in a warm, relaxing bath after a long day? You can soak up some salts and spend about an hour in there. What about adding another 167 hours? What would become of your skin? How wrinkled would your skin become? And how long is the bath too long? When you are sitting in the water, your hands and feet begin to wrinkle in comparison to the rest of your body. We used to believe that the skin on our hands and feet absorbed water, which caused them to wrinkle. However, research has revealed that vasoconstriction, or the narrowing of blood vessels in our fingers and toes, is the true culprit. It takes just 5 minutes for skin to wrinkle, but how much more prominent would these lines be if you stayed in the water for a week? Could they turn dangerous? You can take a breather before we get to the terrifying stuff. Have a good time. After all, this is a bath, which is sort of the point. Bring your rubber ducky in and play in the warm water for the first couple of hours. You'll see clear soon, but there is nothing to worry about for now. Although they appear weird and disgusting, they may be beneficial. According to a few studies conducted between 2011 and 2013, these cleans may potentially provide us with a better grip in the water. So, if you happen to drop your soap in the tub, the wrinkle may be able to assist you. So, you are approaching the end of your 168 hours experience and you're starting to feel bored. Your rubber ducky has deflated, your laptop has died, and you are beginning to experience agony. You will observe bubbles growing on your skin. These are referred to as vesicles. In this situation, they are caused by water trapped between your outer and middle layers of the skin. The longer you stay in the bath, the more bubbles will form, resulting in bubble-filled skin all over your body. As a result, you're starting to grow hungry. Because you're unlikely to have access to stuff while in this bath, your best choice for feeding would be a tube filled with all nutrients you'd require. But you already know what happens next. You'd have to use the restroom at some point. Then, you could either do it in the bathtub, which would result in a slew of horrible consequences that no one wants to hear about, or you could have a tube that disposed of everything. So there you have it, but you've been ignoring those bubbles growing on your skin while thinking of all these insane ways to deal with your bodily functions. You've been slowly festering and growing larger over time. This will continue until a few days into your bath marathon, when they will begin to rupture. Your skin is starting to flake now. And if you haven't been disposing of your waste, you'll be in a fecal-filled pool with open sores all over your body. Yes, this is an excellent way to spread disease throughout your skin. If that isn't enough to worry about, you'll develop bath sores a couple of days into your bath. These resemble bed sores which develop after spending an excessive amount of time in bed. Since there isn't much room to move in the bath, it could potentially break the bubbles on your skin, causing more sores. You'll come to understand that these sores have been keeping you from paying attention to something else, while you're trapped in this bath, probably in excruciating pain. Throughout, the water has been getting colder. Your bath could get dangerously cold if you haven't been adding any additional hot water and you don't have a mechanism to maintain the temperature. Spending just a few hours in the tub could render you unconscious if your bath temperature drops to between 21 and 26 degrees Celsius. Fortunately, it cannot kill you since the temperatures are simply too high. However, if it falls much further, you risk dying. This will go extremely wrong unless you have strict supervision, health food, reliable fresh water, and a method to use the restroom. This is a fairly terrible way to spend a week, I have to say. Therefore, even if you were to survive everything, you would emerge as a totally different person. Your skin would be torn all over the body, and that would almost certainly be infected. It's unlikely you'd survive what happened soon after you got out of the bath. These kind of documentaries can be found on Isinu Zima YouTube channel, and the show can also be found on the Facebook page of Menyawirind. This is Alfred Kwitonda. Bear with me, subscribe and turn on the notification to not miss the next one.